My dear students, today I would like to discuss about difference between matter waves and electromagnetic waves. The matter waves means the moving particle is associated with a wave. It is a de Broglie wave, and it is known as lambda is equal to h by mv. So the difference between matter waves and electromagnetic waves. So matter waves associate with a moving particle is associated with a wave is known as de Broglie's wave. Matter waves are produced by the motion of particles, whether they are charged or uncharged particles. That means the moving particle is associated with a wave that is known as a moving particle are called matter waves. Matter waves are produced by the motion of the particles, whether they are the charged or uncharged particles. Matter waves travel with a velocity is greater than velocity of light. That means the matter waves travel with a velocity is greater than the velocity of light. The velocity is not constant. The wavelength of the particle depends on mass and velocity. So these are the matter waves. And electromagnetic waves, the waves in which electric field and magnetic field are perpendicular to each other. The waves in each electric field and the magnetic field are perpendicular to each other. Only the charged particles produce electromagnetic waves. Electromagnetic waves travel with velocity equal to velocity of light. So once again, the electromagnetic waves travel with velocity equal to the velocity of light. And velocity is a constant. The wavelength depends on energy of the particle. So in matter waves it is a sinusoidal wave. It is only for x-axis and y-axis. It continuously passing from one place to another place. The moving particle is associated with a wave. It is known as the de Broglie's wave. In de Broglie's wave, lambda is equal to h by mv. So the amplitude, phase, frequency, and velocity. The particle is definite mass and velocity. The moving particle is associated with a wave. It is a de Broglie's wave. An electromagnetic wave in which electric field and magnetic field are perpendicular to each other. Here is the x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis. So my dear students, in electromagnetic waves, it passes to the x-axis and y-axis and z-axis. It rotation to the x, y, z axis, and the x-axis is passes to the wave from B is called the magnetic field, E is called electric field. So this is called the difference between matter wave and electromagnetic waves. The physical significance of wave function according to Huygens theory, Heisenberg's theory. Heisenberg's theory means the momentum and position cannot find at a time in accurately. According to Heisenberg's theory and Schrodinger's, a group of matter waves are associated with a moving particle. The situation to explain the particle is complex. That means complex means psi is a introduced called the wave function. That means according to Schrodinger, wave function psi is the amplitude of the matter waves in the space. Psi is a complex number and psi star is a complex conjugate. Psi is equal to a plus ib. It is a complex number where I is called the imaginary value. Where I is imaginary, that is called I square is equal minus 1. I square is equal to minus 1. I is equal to root minus 1. And complex conjugate is psi star is equal to a minus ib, where a and b is called the positive and real values. I is called the imaginary value. The product of complex number and complex conjugate psi star is equal a plus ib into a minus ib. And according to this is called a plus b minus a minus b mathematical formula, that is called a squared plus b square, where a and b are the real and positive. So my dear students, here the probability of the finding the particle is given by psi star is equal mod psi square. The product of complex number and complex conjugate is equal the modulus of psi square. That modulus of the psi square is called the probability of the finding the particle is given by modulus of psi square. Where psi star is a complex conjugate of psi, hence it is a real of psi star. Is a real means complex number, the product of complex number and complex conjugate is a real. When mod psi square is multiplied by the charge of the particle is given charge density of the particle. Because of this is called the charge density. Mod psi square means the probability of the finding the particle multiplied by charge of the particle gives a charge density of the particle. So that means mod psi square gives probability of finding the particle, but not exact position. It is the changes. The probability of the particle in volume dx dy dz is mod psi square dx dy dz, where dx dy dz is x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis of the differentiative. If the particle is certainly found somewhere in the wave packet, volume integral, that is called volume integral, means triple integral mod psi square dx dy dz is equal to 1, and this is called normalized condition. Some characteristics of a wave function: psi must be finite value. Psi must be finite value. And psi must be single value. Psi must be continuous. Psi is equal to 0 at the boundaries of x is equal to 0 to infinity. These are the characteristics of wave function. Another one is Schrodinger's time independent wave equation. And according to de Broglie's hypothesis, the particle in motion is always associated with a wave. To describe the motion of the particle in terms of associated wave, Schrodinger's derived wave function or wave equation is termed as Schrodinger's time independent wave equation. Let us consider here the moving particle is m. Moving particle is m. The velocity is v. The velocity is v along the x direction. Along the x direction, it is associated with a wave. The displacement of the wave is given by the wave function psi. Psi of xt is equal. Psi of xt is equal a e power ikx minus omega t. So where a is called the amplitude, the equation 1 differentiation with respect to x, that means dou psi by dou x is equal a differentiation of dy dx of a e power ikx minus omega t. So that is equal, a is called the constant value, then e power ikx. So e power ikx with respect to differentiation x, that is called ik e power ikx minus omega t. That is equal ik a e power ikx minus omega t. Again, the differentiation with respect to x, dou square psi by dou x square is equal. Again, differentiation, a is constant, e power ikx, I square, k square, a e power ikx minus omega t. So a e power ikx minus omega t, if the value is called psi, that is equal to I square k square psi, that is called d square psi by dx square, where I square is equal to, since I square is equal to minus 1, that is equal to minus 1 is k square psi is equal to dou square psi by dou x square. My dear students, the differentiation with respect to the wave function dou square psi by dou x square is equal to minus k square into psi, that is equation 2. In equation 2, it is called 2 pi by lambda. 2 pi by lambda. That means the wave is spreading from the one place to another place. It is called pi. This is called pi. So this is called the lambda. Then is called 2 pi by lambda. It is a wave vector k. Another one is d square psi by dx square is equal minus k square psi. The k place substitute minus 2 pi by lambda whole square into psi is equal d square psi by dx square. So that is equal minus 4 pi square by lambda square into psi is dou square psi by dou x square. So according to de Broglie's hypothesis, lambda is equal h by mv. Lambda is equal h by mv. The place of lambda substitute the value dou square psi by dou x square is equal minus 4 pi square. Lambda square is, this is called lambda is equal to h by mv. Lambda square is equal to h square by m square v square. The place of substitute lambda square is h square by m square v square is transpose m square v square psi. So it can be written as dou square psi by dou x square minus this side plus 4 pi square m square v square by h square into psi is equal to 0. That means dou square psi by dou x square plus 4 pi square m square v square by h square into psi is equal to 0. Here, capital E is called kinetic energy and V is called potential energy. V is called potential energy. Then kinetic energy of mE square is equal E minus V. That means mV square is equal 2 into E minus V. Sorry, E minus V. In both sides, it multiplying m. That means m square V square is equal to 2m E minus V. So m square V square value substitute the in above equation 3. So that is dou square psi by dou x square plus 4 pi square 2m into E minus V by h square into psi is equal to 0. So in this equation, it's a multiply 2 into 4, 8. That is d square psi by dx square plus. So the 4 pi square into m, 2 into 4, 8 pi square m by h square, 8 pi square m by h square. That means this is called 8 pi square m by h square E minus V into psi is equal to 0. So dou square psi by dou x square plus 8 pi square m by h square E minus V into psi is equal to 0. This is called a one-dimensional Schrodinger time independent wave equation in x direction. And similarly, y direction and z direction, that is called dou square psi by dou x square plus dou square psi by dou y square plus dou square psi by dou z square plus 8 pi square m by h square E minus V into psi is equal to 0. So this is called a three-dimensional Schrodinger's time independent wave equation. In the above equation, it is called the dou square psi by dou x square plus dou square psi by dou y square plus dou square psi by dou z square. In the place is substitute another mathematical operator del square psi plus 8 pi square m by h square E minus V into psi is equal to 0. It can be written as or del square psi plus 2m by h cut square into E minus V into psi is equal to 0. So my dear students, where del is a mathematical operator, Laplacian mathematical operator, del is equal I dou by dou x plus j dou by dou y plus k dou by dou z. So del dot del is I dot I is equal to 1, j dot j is equal to 1, k dot k is equal to 1. That is called dou square by dou x square plus dou square by dou y square plus dou square by dou z square. And here they change the value h cut is equal to h by 2 pi. So h by 2 pi, h cut square is, and simultaneously h cut square is equal to h square by 4 pi square. So it is the 2m by h cut square plus substitute h square, it transpose 4 pi square, 4 pi into 2 is 8 pi square m. It is equation, Schrodinger's time independent wave equation. So this is very, very important in your examination point of view, my dear friends and students. It is a very important question. It's a 10 marks question. Please do understand the Schrodinger's time independent wave equation. Already the class is over. It is a revision class. Once again, it is an important topic discussed with you. So another one is very important topic, a particle in a one-dimensional potential box. Particle in a one-dimensional potential box. So it is, let us consider a particle. This is called the AB is the rigid walls. This is called A. This is called B. AB is the rigid walls. Here x is equal to 0 to infinity. X is equal to A or L. This is called, I think, A. X is equal to A. Psi of A is equal to 0. X is equal to A to infinity. That means let us consider a particle mass is M. A particle mass is M moving back and forth between the walls in one-dimensional box separated by the distances x is equal to A as shown in the figure. Let the particle travel only along the x-axis is confined between x is equal to 0 to x is equal to A by infinity deep potential well. The particle has chance to penetrate them. That means, so here two rigid walls, AB two rigid walls, the limits is x is equal to 0 to infinity, x is equal to A to infinity. That means psi of x is equal to 0, psi of A is equal to 0. And according to Schrodinger's time independent equation, del square psi plus 8 pi square m by h square E minus V into psi is equal to 0. For free particle b is equal to 0, that implies del square psi plus 8 pi square m by h square e psi is equal to 0. So here it is called del square psi plus 8 pi square by h square e psi is equal to 0. So this is called constant value 8 pi square m e by h square is a constant. The constant place substitute another constant is del square psi plus k square psi is equal to 0, where k square is equal 8 pi square m e by h square. This is constant value. So this is called del square psi plus k square psi is equal to 0. It is a one-dimensional homogeneous differential equation. Solve for the homogeneous, this is equation, differential equation. Psi of x is equal a sin kx plus b cos kx. So this is called the solve for the above equation. It is a mathematical equation d square plus x square, d square plus x square or d square by a square into x is equal to 0. That is a mathematical equation. It is a one-dimensional homogeneous differential equation. Solve for the equation is a complementary function and particular integrals. Psi of x is equal to a sin kx plus b cos kx. But in the equation, this is called equation 1. In equation 1, the boundary condition is psi of x is equal, that means x is equal to 0 at psi of x is equal to 0. X is equal to 0 and psi of x is equal to 0. This is called a small Roman value, equation 1. And another boundary condition, x is equal to 0 at psi of x is equal to a. So these two boundary conditions is applied. That means psi of x is equal to 0, x is equal to 0, psi of x is equal to 0, and x is equal to a. That the boundary conditions is applied. Two boundary conditions. That is called two boundary condition. Psi of x is equal to 0 at x is equal to 0. Psi of x is equal to 0 at x is equal to a. The two boundary conditions. So psi of the first boundary condition is first boundary condition. It is apply the above equation. Psi of x plus substitute 0. 0 is equal a sin k0 plus b cos k0. That is sin 0 is 0. The total value is 0. Cos 0 is 1. 1 into b. That implies b is equal to 0. B is equal to 0. That is b is equal to 0 value, substitute the equation 1. Then psi of x is equal to b. B is equal to 0. That means a sin kx and plus b plus substitute 0 and something is 0. That is called equation 2. Psi of x is equal to a sin kx. A sin kx. So my dear students, psi of x is equal to a sin kx. A sin kx. Then automatic second boundary condition apply. Psi of x is equal to 0 and x is equal to a. Then a sin k0 k a. So either a is equal to 0, sin k is equal to 0, then k is equal to plus or minus n pi and k is equal to n pi by a, plus or minus n pi by a. So that implies and k square is equal to n square pi square by a square n square pi square by a square. But similarly, this is called the constant value. This is called constant value. Both constants must be equal. That k square is equal to k square. That is 8 pi square m e by h square is equal to m square pi square by a square. In both sides of pi square cancel, then the energy is equal to E is equal to m square h square by 8m a square. 8m a square. It is called the Eigen energy. Then En is equal to m square h square by 8m a square. The energy level diagram is as shown in the figure. So x-axis, this is called y-axis energy. So this is called n is equal to 1, n is equal to 1, n is equal to 2, n is equal to 3, n is equal to 4, and so on values. So n is equal to 1, 2, 3, and so on values. E1 is equal to, so one substitute h square by 8m a square, that is called E1. N is equal to 2 substitute, E2 is equal to 4E1, E3 is equal to 9E1, and E4 is equal to 16E1, and so on values. So that is called n is equal to 1, E1, n is equal to E2, n is equal to 3, E4, E3, and n is equal to 4. That is called the value is called n is equal to 2, that is called 4E1, n is equal to 3, that is called 9, that is called 9E1, and n is equal to 4, 16E1, and so on values. That is called Eigen energy values. It is a particle in a one-dimensional potential box.